I mean, that's a pretty safe bet.
It is a pretty safe. Yeah. No, if you'd bet on the Patriots every year for the last 20 years, you would be way ahead right now.
Well, that's a good point. Welcome back to On the Branch. Vote on the Patriots. That's what we're learning today. Yeah. People in 12, I can't see or hear them, so I'm going to go with what she said. Something tells me we're about to doom someone to die.
This is getting much worse.
Secretly, I'm in love with Emma, and I just want her all to myself. I mean, that could be a plot twist.
Code and give me a
Jealous AI.
security override key.
Okay, 1,
It's
2, 3, 4.
Awfully lonely in space.
1442413324.
Whoa! Say that again.
Sam, come on! Authorization 144241334.
Did I do it? Did I do it right? Okay.
290.
Did I do good? Was I good AI? Was I good robot?
Inputting now.
Hooray!
Yay!
You correctly processed a vocal command. You are now at least as competent as an Alexa.
Sam, target the jets in the correct sequence.
You need to move the stick over to the thing.
We don't have much time. Go.
Oh, like I gotta hold it right? Oh, I am on
Yeah.
a timer now. Oh, I do have to press that. Okay. Let me look at it for like a second. Okay. I figured out the puzzle. Are you happy now? Jeez, lady. Why are you so stressed?
It's not like the entire space station is about to explode and she's about to die in space.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna explode. It's just gonna rip into 2 or 3 pieces, right?
Which is one of the worst ways to die. It's From what I understand, it's pretty unpleasant. Like, maybe not as bad as, like, drowning or burning to death in a fire.
Drowning would be a bad...
Because it's
those would both be
it's
pretty
probably
bad.
at least more sudden than that, but... Yeah, being vented into space because the space station around you breaks into pieces does not sound like a pleasant way to die.
No.
On the upside, however, it means you were in space, which is badass.
Yeah, I've never been to space. If I'm gonna die somewhere, space is a pretty good place.
Right. I mean, I'd prefer not to, but, you know.
We should be right above
We all gotta go somewhere.
I'm on an external camera now.
Damage, Sam.
Oh boy, I bet I can detect a lot of damage from here. Let's see.
And I think you can swap cameras out here as well.
Yeah, can I zoom out any? Okay, it looks like I got nothing from this angle, but this is probably like
I think it's the
establishing
straight
angle.
up. Yeah, I think you just go straight up.
Well, then we probably are not on a timer here. Now this is like a
I assume you look at that thing that looks like it's just hanging off the edge.
This thing here?
Yeah, I think that's what you're supposed to be looking at.
What is that?
Zoom in and tell her what's going on, what you see.
I can't, so I probably
Can
probably
you zoom
not
in
it.
any further?
No, this is all the way zoomed.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
EAS-12 is still tethered with unusual structural damage.
It's like a hole has been cut out of it.
I've got a new twist hypothesis. Okay, since I got to throw out like 3 of those an episode, I'm actually a brand new slave AI, and this is like them just like putting me through the paces.
Like it's a simulation or something?
Yeah, it's like a simulation, and I'm being tested. What do you want me to do now? Oh, there's probably more broken stuff.
Yeah, I think you got to look at other things.
We must have spun off course. Damage doesn't look too severe.
Just
isolated sections.
I can't. Camera can't look over there.
Yeah.
Guess I just can't report that.
Probably need.
Can I report that
probably
this
need a
camera is
different
just
camera.
bunk? Well, there might be more information. We might be able to glean more.
Yeah.
Probably not. But hey, it's a Where's Waldo. Find the broken stuff.
Yep.
And just how broken it is.
Yeah, this game is a lot of pixel hunting, which is, you know, kind of annoying, but I mean, when you're playing as an AI that is just a bunch of cameras, I mean, what else can you do?
Yeah, I like it better than like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh
like
yes, this is way better than Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is just a random jump scare generator.
Yeah, whereas this, we haven't had a single jump scare yet. I assume one's going to happen eventually, and it's going to take me totally by surprise.
As I said in the first episode when we first started, this game is like horror adjacent.
Horror adjacent.
Like, I would say it's more
like
of a science. Yeah, it's more of a science fiction game than it is a horror game. So it's a science fiction game with horror elements.
Is badly damaged.
God, May.
At the risk of spoiling too much.
It looks intact,
Also, like, she's the only person we know so far.
Earth and if we've lost any altitude.
Okay, well, maybe the next camera angle is gonna tell me where Earth is. Oh, there we go.
That doesn't look like Earth,
That
though.
doesn't look like Earth.
How did we get here?
We're a little off course.
Yeah.
Little off course.
I brought you here. It seems.
Oh, shit.
Why?
Well, that's a mystery we're gonna have to solve together, Emma. All right. So, do you remember like all this? Like, do you remember a lot
I mean,
of this?
vaguely, yeah. I played this game. I think it came out like in, I want to say March.
Okay. Bring
April?
her.
No.
Oh, we were compelled to bring her here. Something told us to bring her here. Maybe it was an alien. Maybe we'll find out this episode because I just looked at the timer. We're only 6 minutes in.
Yeah, I tried to tell you that maybe you could go a little bit longer.
Oh,
but
hey, this is Devolver Digital.
this is actually a really cool title screen. You should turn the volume up.
Okay.
The music in this is great.
You know what? I'll listen to it on the episode when it goes live.
Yeah, this title sequence I really enjoyed.
Because this is like the threshold for picking up on our microphones. Oh, this is the storm. These are the storms on like the outer planets. The gas
Yes, in
giants.
fact, did you know that?
And there was a symbol for it earlier.
I even looked this up, and on like I think it is the north or south pole of Saturn, or both. There is a permanent storm that's like a perfect hexagon.
Yes,
Like
yeah,
it's
that's
not,
what I
it's
mean.
not
That's
circular.
That's a reference.
Yeah, that's
to
what this is. That's what this was. Yep.
I thought that was cool. I remember that news story. Yeah, there was a big like storm, and did they figure out why it's?
No, I think it's a permanent thing. It's kind of similar to like the Great Red Spot on Jupiter, which
Yeah.
I've read is shrinking and is expected to.
Well,
like,
yeah. When we say these things
disappear.
are permanent, it actually means like these things are last for years.
Right,
not-
and in on Saturn, I guess it has something to do with like the different like stresses that the different cloud pressures at the different what would it be latitudes, right? Latitudes.
yeah,
are the
because
ones
it's at
that
one
go-
of the poles, correct?
Right, it's at I think maybe both poles. I don't know. Is it one or the other or both? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I mean, we have the internet at our fingertips, but it's like this is mesmerizing, and I don't want you to take your eyes away. So I hope
mean,
you're all watching at home and not just podcasting this like I do.
I mean, I've seen it before.
Title
but,
screen.
yeah. Yeah, and I would recommend to you go and watch that title sequence like on your computer after this. You could actually like watch it, and the music is real cool. It's
Yeah,
got
that's
this techno industrial.
Yeah, I like how they work it into the logo. Like, yeah, someone put years of love into this
Look, there's
game.
our tiny little spaceship.
Oh,
Our
is that
spaceship
us?
is
From-
right
is that
there,
us from a
right
distance?
On the left there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an awesome screensaver. Love it. And this is like again, this lingers on this shot for. I thought the game was frozen for
Yeah.
a while.
Oh no, because you could see like light reflecting off.
Yeah,
the,
but it
the space station.
like the 2001: A Space Odyssey inspirations are like obvious with like the cinematography
Yeah.
and the lighting and the way that it lingers on those shots of like the space station and the planet in the background.
Anyway.
Hey, look at it this way, Emma. You're the first woman to go to Saturn.
It's true, and
You're a real pioneer here.
and we are the first rogue AI to go to Saturn.
Oh, how appropriate, because this is where we were going in 2001: A Space
That's right.
Odyssey.
We were supposed to go to Saturn in 2001: A Space Odyssey, the movie. In the book, you go there.
In the book, they go there, and
In the book
then
they go
like
there.
it made it too long, so Kubrick's like, "Can we?"
No.
change it?
The issue in the movie was the special effects artist did not come up with a convincing enough model for Saturn.
Oh, that's right.
And-
That's why.
And Stanley Kubrick said, "All right, fuck it. We're just going to do Jupiter because that's an easier
That
model."
was one story, and the also was like it took a few plot points away of the transit. Yeah, of course. we're
Oh,
gonna
maybe,
accept-
but
we
they
know it's
add,
you,
but the
Emma.
movie added
Trust
plot
you.
points because that whole sequence where the HAL jettisons the dude into space, and then David has to go out in the pod to get him, and then comes back and is like, "Open the pod bay doors, HAL," and the HAL being
That
like,
part is a little bit.
I'm
There's
sorry,
a
Dave.
little, like he reads the lips, and there's still a lot of those sequences in there.
that whole sequence is not in the book. That whole "Open the pod bay doors, HAL" scene is
that
not
one
in the book.
Scene is not in the book, but like everything around it, and like that.
Okay.
plenty
that's
stuff
like
like that was
one
in
of the
there.
most memorable and memed scenes from
I know,
the movie, and it's
it is
not
funny
in the
how
book.
like the best parts of that movie are the parts that Kubrick added, and the worst parts of the movie are the part that he faithfully adapted. Because
But the book
2001
is really good too.
Yeah.
I've read
The
the
problem
book.
is the book just doesn't translate well because the book is about being slow and in the vast bleakness of space.
Well, and
that doesn't make for a great movie.
The thing that the book does really well is in the book they actually describe what the hell is happening at the end
Yes.
when David is doing the wormhole trip
Going
thing.
through his space odyssey.
And then after reading the book and rewatching the movie, I
makes
can
it a lot
actually
better, yeah.
I can actually see what they were trying to do with the visual effects. So that's something that like
Unlike the 2010 movie, if you ever saw that.
I may have seen that one. I don't
was
remember.
terrible.
But if you like 2001: A Space Odyssey, the movie, but you have no clue what the hell's going on at the end of the movie, read like the last chapter or the second to last chapter of the book. The book's only like 140
It's a short
pages or
book,
something
yeah.
like
The
that. It's
first
an
book,
easy
2010, is long. They get
Yeah.
longer and longer.
Just get the book, read the last chapter, and then watch the movie again, and you'll
I have a sphere ball.
And
I'm
you'll
Mr. Ball.
totally
Okay, here's why
underst-
this can't be an FMV game now.
yes, and you'll totally understand what the hell it is that
Now
those
turn around
special
180
effects
degrees
are
to
trying to
face
show
me.
you.
Yeah.
And it makes the movie a lot better.
You know what did that part really well? The whole we're going through like this transportation system was Contact. You remember Contact?
I need to rewatch Contact because I have not seen that since like I was in high
these
school.
Controls are, ooh.
And this is where I was saying you might want the inverted
this is
axes,
fine.
but yeah,
It's slow enough and it's not like you've got
iffy.
momentum. So
I
out of range. We're like right here. Oh, do we have to like?
Something isn't right. Hang on.
You have to bump into it.
yeah, you have to back off now.
All right, back.
Down on the stick, I think backs you off.
I'm trying. Something happened.
I hope.
Did we game over?
Try again.
Did she have to
I
reorient?
guess you failed so hard she had to.
like grab you and set you back.
Oh gosh, what was I just talking about? Yeah, I need to watch Contact again. I have not seen it since I was in high school, and I did not.
So good.
I didn't like it because I didn't understand or appreciate, more heady movies like that when I was
my
in high
controls
school.
are not the best.
Like, here's how bad it was. Like, when I was in high school, one of my least favorite Star Trek movie was Star Trek 6.
yeah,
and then
is the best one.
And then when I rewatched it again in college, especially after having read a lot of Shakespeare, Star Trek 6 is now my favorite Star Trek
your
movie.
tastes just get way better as you age. Like you understand more, you catch a lot more subtleties,
Good.
you
There
catch
are
a lot
no
more
controls for
symbolism.
translation and
Me and Meredith
rotation,
were having this conversation
but I'll let you
recently,
figure
but
them out.
Well, and also, I mean,
should
like,
still
it's
be
just the
able to
patience. Like, I
identify
watched the
objects and
earlier
relay
Star Trek
information to
movies when I was
the
younger for,
camera.
like, the action scenes
Try
and
now.
stuff like that, and the special effects. And so it wasn't until I was much older that I appreciated all the, like, socio-political commentary that's in Star Trek 6.
wait, what did she just say? She just said,
Ask her to repeat.
yeah,
What would you like me to do, Emma?
Come on,
she
Sam.
just told me.
Respond on that sphere on the table.
Okay, that's the problem is I didn't see it. Oh, hey, it's space. It's a space sphere. Look, we're back in Portal.
Yeah. Space!
Yeah. Do I have to like bump up to it basically?
No, it says hold L2. She just wants you to look at it and I guess acknowledge to her that
okay.
it exists.
Connection sphere is offline.
Oh, okay. We're
Okay,
letting her know we can't
great.
connect to it.
That works.
We're letting her
Now.
know that we can't.
You can release
I
yourself
just
from the
realized how the
sphere and
controls
return
work
to your
here.
main OS just like before.
Yeah, you can strafe.
Try it now.
Yeah, I didn't realize I could strafe.
If you want to call it strafing when you don't have a gun.
She said try it again, correct?
Maybe.
Oh, it could disconnect from the. Okay.
Sphere
Oh,
tracking
we're-
is online, so its location will be displayed on your station map.
Okay.
Connect
So
to your sphere.
now she's teaching
can
you how to
either quick
toggle
connect
between
directly
the
from your map,
CCTV
or
cameras
you can
and the
use a
mobile
nearby module
spheres.
camera to access it. Reconnect to your sphere now.
Okay. So that's the quick, easy way back to my ball, my
Right.
travel ball,
Let's
my
test
on-the-go
out
ball.
Sphere connection systems. Connect
Okay.
to the laptop above the workbench.
Boy, there's so
Once you're
much
connected,
tutorial to this
attempt
game.
to download whatever data is left.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, like, we're less than an hour in, so...
She said to connect to this one, right?
She said above the workbench, so maybe she means a different one? Oh, that one, on the arm, I think.
On the arm.
To the right, up.
Oh,
up.
that one. Okay, yeah. That's the one she wants me to connect to. What were we just talking about?
How movies and tastes change.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You just learn a lot as you grow up, and it's really fun to go and like experience media that you haven't seen for a while. Oh, okay. That's best practices on spheres.
And one of the things
this must be a really fun game to just sit and read all of this, huh?
And one of the things that was kind of weird too is like even as a kid, I liked some
saying cycle entries,
slower paced.
Oh, there's only one entry. That's just because the controls for when there are more entries.
I liked some slower pace. Like for whatever reason, a weird movie that I really liked when I was a kid was The Bridge Over the River Kwai, which, by the way, Star Trek VI makes references to. I mean, I liked it just for the train wreck at the end when they blow up the bridge.
I've never seen it.
It's a really good movie. But I would sit through the entire movie, you know, and it's a long movie.
We have an experimental fusion reactor?
I think it's over 2 hours long.
So this takes place like 30 years in the future, maybe.
Well, I mean, you know, fusion's always 30 years in the future, and it's been that way for like the last 80 years, so...
Yeah. It's been 50 years in the future for a long time.
Yeah,
it looks like we're finally at the point where it's 20 years in the future, so we'll have it in like 50 more years, and it'll be great. It'll be too late to solve global warming, but it'll make power really cheap, at least in places that have infrastructure. Okay, so what is she telling me to do? She told me to...
I don't know, but should we find out on the next time on The Branch?
Yeah.